Hello and welcome to Portsmouth This Week. I'm your host, Conley Zani. This show is under the auspices of Rich Rayner, the Portsmouth Town Administrator. Together, Rich, myself, and the entire Portsmouth This Week team are on a mission to build community. We do that by bringing you accurate and timely information about the events and information that impacts you. We introduce you to the faces, the personalities, the leaders in this town that make this place the most magical place to live. I am really honored and excited to introduce our guest this week. I have with me Sue Young from Common Fence Point. Sue, welcome.
Oh, Conley, thank you. Great to be here.
Yeah, I'm so glad you are. Now, I've got to tell our viewers why I love that you are here is Common Fence Point is near and dear to my heart.
Absolutely.
And actually, you were the person that stepped into my shoes a few years ago as we professionalized the CFP Arts, Wellness, and Community Center. Yes. And so I know a lot about what you do, and I'm just so grateful that you have come in and made it what it is today. So thank you.
It's a great place. And those were big shoes to fill, you know. I don't think I've quite gotten there, but I'm getting better.
Well, anyway, I would like to just start with, if there was one message you could leave our viewers with about Common Fence Point, what would that be?
Everyone needs to know that you do not have to be a member of Common Fence Point to enjoy all the activities and wonderful things that happen there. We are community driven for sure. We are arts, wellness, and community. And there's so much to take advantage of. So please don't let the thought of a membership hold you back.
Yeah, anyone can come in and participate in any of the activities.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
So being a member can help you get maybe some discounts
little
or
perks.
some things, some little perks. But the idea is we want everyone to know that they can walk in.
Yes,
yeah.
And it's great actually to see and introduce new people to the community and our beautiful venue.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah. And I know you've told me that there are people even in the neighborhood that feel like have expressed they're like, can I come in there?
Yes. Yes. I'm like, I've never come into that building. I have to be a member. No, everyone is welcome, and we have open arms to bring everyone in and share.
Yeah.
Basically, I think Common Fence Point as a neighborhood is sharing itself with the rest of the town and the surrounding communities.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So once you come under that train trestle, you're in another world.
It does feel like that, right?
Doesn't it?
That's kind of what friends and neighbors say. It's like you drop into this magic, peaceful place.
Yes.
It's very cool.
It is very cool.
So listen, I know our viewers might be seeing your name up on the screen, and underneath it says, The Sheriff. What is that about? That's pretty fun and funny. Is that your title? Are you the sheriff?
Yes, that's my side title, shall we say, given to me affectionately by our tech guru, David, and so he calls me the sheriff. So as the event manager at Common Fence Point, I'm in and out all the time. I'm kind of watching out what's happening in the building and with everybody with their parties and events.
Yes.
So yes, I have fondly gotten that name, the sheriff.
You're laying down the rules.
I sometimes lay down the law. It's just has to happen.
You have to. I know, because antics happen at the parties.
Yes.
And I do know we've got a robust group of young teens or tweens that are hanging out outside the building, and sometimes you have to be like, candy wrappers in the garbage right now.
In the trash. Yeah. Let's not spread the cereal.
Well, I am chagrined because I actually have purchased for you a sheriff star, like a badge, and I did not bring it today because I think that would have been a really great presentation on cable television of your sheriff badge officially.
That's fantastic. I love it.
And I'd like to think that I might still be your deputy, just a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. When I step away, I always leave Conley in charge.
Yeah. So listen, let's talk about these parties. So anyone in the community, if you are looking for a place to have a bridal shower, a graduation ceremony, a birthday party, that can happen at the CFP Hall.
Absolutely.
And it's always been able to happen. It's just now the
Yes.
word is out, right?
And it's bigger and better for anyone that might not realize. And there are still some people, believe it or not, Conley, that don't realize that the hall went under a major renovation, like
Yeah.
close to $1 million renovation. So very different. I've still had people recently come to a party that would say, oh my God, this isn't the same place. Like, I almost drove by. This isn't the same hall I came to when I was a teen or when I was growing up in the neighborhood. So people still are not aware that it's very much changed.
So what is different about it? Like, what are the most appealing things about it? So if I'm thinking about, needing a space to
Right.
celebrate or hang out, why the CFP Hall?
Why the CFP
What do
hall?
you see when you go in?
In addition to the beauty of the venue, which is just great, we now have a welcoming lobby where it's wonderful for your guests to come and they can mingle there. We have a wide open space available to use. We have art on the wall as we collaborate with the Portsmouth Arts Guild, and always have some beautiful art on the walls for people to enjoy too.
Yeah.
And I think in selling Common Fence Point as a place for your event, it's easy access from anywhere actually. And once you get to 24, you're right off and right into our wonderful community. So it's great.
Personally, I love like the floor to ceiling windows.
Oh,
And the
yes.
views of the beaches. And then if there's any need for like tech stuff, like you can
Ooh.
live stream events, you can record events, we've got disco balls, and it's really like
Right?
shocking, like
The changes,
the
yes.
changes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So you mentioned the Portsmouth Art Guild, and
Yes.
that kind of gets us into the three big pillars at CFP, which are arts, wellness, and community.
Yeah.
So the Art Guild, what is that relationship, as
So
far as you know?
That's a great collaboration, actually, and I think if I could speak for Conley at this moment, one of her visions is to have nonprofits together under the auspices of Common Fence Point and be able to share with the community. But
I did always want that. I
Yes.
did always want that. So
Yes.
this feels great,
This
right?
does feel great. This is one of our bigger collaborations. When we were coming out of the pandemic, when we were in the pandemic, Portsmouth Arts Guild did not have the space to utilize in their building, and they graciously came over to us, did some classes, run the shows, and it's just fantastic.
Yes, so basically every month there's new art on the walls.
Yes, there's a new show, and Portsmouth Arts Guild will take in the art from anyone in the community. So all you need to do is look at their website, see their intake process, and show your art.
Yeah, and there's like a different theme every month, like I think right now it's like oceans or
Yes,
something.
Sea,
and it's-
Land, and Air, I believe,
Sea,
is
Land,
the
and
show.
Air.
Yeah, and we're going into a new show very quickly.
So
So it's fast.
it's fast, there's always a party. I love
Yes.
it. So, I teach Zumba there at the hall, and every time the art turns over, the Zumba classes kind of go a little wild. Like, they're like,
Right.
woohoo, it's exciting.
It is.
And I will also say I'm a participant in yoga classes, and we even do that tree pose. You know the tree pose where you stand on one leg and
Yep.
you put your leg up on... I
On
won't
your knee?
demonstrate. I
On
won't
your
demonstrate
knee?
for everybody, but
Come on, right up here.
but but we actually pick a piece of art. Like the yoga instructor says, go pick a piece of art that is speaking to you, and you do your pose there in front of that piece of art. And so it's like I just love that.
Isn't it great?
That integration and everything.
Yes. Yes.
So, okay, so the Arts Guild is a great collaboration to point
It
to.
is.
Art things happening in general. I mean, we throw a lot of things under the art umbrella. Like, actually, I know you
do.
are the Ballroom Dance organizer, teacher.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that, because that falls under that art category.
It does, it does. I think I've been conducting and hosting ballroom dancing at Common Fence Point for 9-10 years now at this point, and time goes by so quickly. So we have a social dance the first Friday of every month. Everyone is invited to come. There's a complimentary lesson, and there's dancing in all the styles. Waltzes, foxtrots, salsas, bachatas, everything.
Do you have to have a partner?
You do not. Couples are preferred, but singles are always welcome. And we always find someone that will dance with people will just dance with each
and
other.
even
It's
I'm
great.
a beginner on that. Like truly, like
Yep.
I could come and like feel like
You could fit in for sure, yes, because of the complimentary lesson. You're going to get a basic step in one of the dance styles that changes all the time. And then I will say this, the dancers that come to Common Fence Point are the most congenial and laid back, and they love to get you up there on the dance floor, so they definitely help too.
Yeah, that is awesome. I love it. So, art is dance also.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
we've also in the past had live music through Common Fence Music.
Yes.
And I do know that they're changing their name to Newport Live, which is very exciting. They're sort of expanding their vision.
Yes.
And a lot of people are asking if they are planning on being back. What do you know about that? Anything at this point?
At this point, I don't believe that they will be back in our venue, because I believe they're going to be up the other end of the island, as I call it, with their new branding, with the Newport Live. So they've been doing some shows at Norman Bird Sanctuary and Sweetberry Farm through the summer, so yes.
Yeah, so any viewers that are missing that, go to the Newport Live website. And I'm sure if you hit Common Fence Music, it probably directs you there, even though they're rebranding.
Exactly.
I did have Dick Lynn, who is the executive director of that organization, did say he's hopeful to bring back at least one show in the fall, maybe. Clearly he needs to be talking to you, right, as the event manager.
He does, yeah. He does.
I absolutely love that.
Right.
And I think I have told him that. I was like, for anyone to get on the calendar, whether you're hosting a class or whatever.
Yes.
You are the sheriff. Go through the sheriff, right?
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about, I know if I wanted to have a party, I don't know you and I want to have a party, we go to the website, right? Which is what?
Yes. Our website, commonfencepoint.org.
Yeah.
Very easy to get to and pretty easy to maneuver around, I believe.
Yeah.
You're going to click on the tab that says host an event or rent an event, and you're going to just follow those prompts. There's a form that you can fill out.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you a choice of a date that you want and a secondary date, because it's quite busy at Common Fence Point. You might have to go to your secondary date.
I looked at the calendar right before this awesome show, because I just wanted to see what was coming up, and there's 3 parties a weekend and all sorts of events, and
yes.
And I guess congratulations to you. Thank you for doing that. But it keeps you busy.
It's good, yeah, it does keep you busy, but busy is good.
Busy is really good.
Yes, and then that form is going to come to me via email, and then I am going to reach back to you, and then we're going to work out the details. If you want to move forward, then we actually meet. If you haven't gotten to see the venue, I'm going to tour you through the venue so you can see where your party is going to be hosted. And we do all the paperwork, and we're going to be able to take credit cards very soon.
Yeah.
That's kind of exciting. We've been on a check basis for a while.
So that we're stepping up.
We're stepping up our game.
Awesome.
Yes.
So when I come for the tour, there's an upstairs and a downstairs.
Yes, we have
Tell me about that.
main level and a lower level. The main level is wide open, beautiful space, about 3,400 square feet. We have not a commercial kitchen, but we do have a prep kitchen that the caterers that have been there in the past have told me is very easy to work out of. You have the ability to have a small convection oven, refrigerator and freezer at your disposal, microwave oven, plugs for hot plates or crock pots. So it's pretty good to work out of.
That is awesome. And
however you do your food.
Then what's happening downstairs?
And what's happening in our lower level is another collaboration with the Newport County YMCA.
Okay.
So our lower level is more kid-friendly. That's how I always put it. It's more kid-friendly. And the summer camp for the YMCA will be starting as of Monday, so the hustle and bustle of the lower level is going to come very soon.
I understand there's like 28 kids a day or something coming through there.
Coming through, yes.
It's huge. So congrats to the Y on that.
Yes.
A good sign we're clawing out of the pandemic somewhat.
Exactly,
right?
Which is great.
Yeah, so that's their home base down there, the Y's home base.
Yes.
At least for summer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then in the fall, what happens?
In the fall, now being out of the pandemic, we want to be able to bring back the kids club. So after school, in years ago, we used to call them the latchkey kids, right? But now it's just having the kids be able to be downstairs, be supervised, get some homework done, or whatever you need to happen until the parents get home and get situated. So it's just a little extra help. We're hoping to bring that back.
Yeah.
Some parents' nights out where parents can literally drop the children off for some care and supervision and go out on a date, which is great, right?
Yes, more of that, right?
More of that.
Now listen, this kids club, I don't want to leave that without saying it is my understanding that at least this first year that your kids can participate in that kids club if you are a Newport County family YMCA membership.
Yes.
So there is no additional charge than what you pay for your monthly family membership.
Right. Which
that is enormous.
Phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
And the buses, say from Hathaway, which services Common Fence Point, from Hathaway Elementary, basically drop your kids right there.
Yes.
So all you need is the family membership. And I love that. I love how the Y is working with CFP to serve the community. They came out and did a focus group when they were like, well, what do you need? And the parents are like, I need help with the kids.
Exactly. And then once we get through our July 4th holiday season, we're actually going to have a community meeting with the kids. We want to hear from the kids what they would like to see going on there, and let's see what we can provide.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yes.
Do you have guesses as to what they're going to want?
No.
More pizza and ice cream, possibly?
Yeah.
So we just had an ice cream social.
We did.
Tell me about the ice cream social.
The ice cream social is an annual event at CFP. It is free to anyone that steps over there.
Anybody.
Anybody can come, sit down, enjoy the ice cream. The ice cream is graciously donated by Ben & Jerry's out of their Newport location. And there's always some cosplayers, so we have some people in costumes. This year we had a bouncy house actually from the YMCA, which was great, and the kids loved it.
Again, another great collaboration, right?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
cosplay, like that means costumes, is that just
costumes? Yes.
So, because I remember in the past there was a big Star Wars theme.
That was
there a theme this time?
Nope. This year was just a kind of hodgepodge theme. So a little bit of anything and everything. We had SpongeBob. We had.
I thought I saw SpongeBob.
We had we had a Disney princess. So we had a little bit of different characters this year. Yeah.
And I do know there are some people on the CFP board that want to have a princess tea party for the kids coming up too.
Yes, I think
so.
That would
Stay
be
tuned for that. All of our viewers out there that might have some grandchildren that would enjoy coming to a tea party.
Exactly.
A fancy tea party, right?
I think it would be great.
I
think it would be great. Which brings us to another collaboration. So if you haven't heard about the Four Hearts Foundation, this foundation was put together to redo the playground on Turnpike Ave.
Yes. We had a Portsmouth This Week show relatively recently where we interviewed Cateri Chappelle.
Oh, excellent.
So we heard a little bit about, but for our viewers that weren't able to see that, tell us more about that collaboration.
Yes, so the Four Hearts Foundation was put together for the Turnpike Ave playground renovation. It's hoped to be a beautiful and all-inclusive playground, redone and purely safe for the kids. But at CFP, the Four Hearts Foundation, even before they received their nonprofit status, started an open play group in the lower level, kid-friendly, remember, every Wednesday morning. So it was so great, right? Because you'd come and you'd see the strollers literally parked outside the door.
Like a big line of strollers.
Like a big line of strollers. It's like stroller parking, and the kids would be downstairs. Parents would stay and supervise, but the kids could just play and socialize with each other, and it was great. It was great.
And little ones. I saw little guys just learning to crawl.
Yes. We've had some milestones from the little ones. One, Catery's son, actually, he started walking down there in the open play group. So it's fabulous.
It's fabulous. And I tell you, I wish that I had had something like that as a new mom or new caregiver, really. It's not just moms. You see grandparents and everybody comes.
Yes. I say to Catery all the time, because she has an older one and a little one. And I, myself, have two beautiful granddaughters, 2.5 and 7 months old. I have only ventured out of my son's house once. Babysitting. I stay there like locked in because I don't know how to coordinate. So I give the moms a lot of credit.
Bring them to CFP, right?
I know.
So now I know open play is stopping for the summer. They're taking a break for the summer because hey, let's be outside and go crazy for the summer, but it'll be back.
It'll be back in the fall, and I think the parents are very much going to enjoy it. We may add another day to that also. We may add a Saturday few hours. So.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? I just know there is a push in the neighborhood to serve the families with young children.
Yes.
Like really.
Yes.
And I love that you mentioned that one of the visions of the Four Hearts Foundation with the Turnpike Playground was an accessibility element, like for everyone, like inclusivity, people with physical and or intellectual disabilities. There are a lot of modifications you can make and I think that's so important. And I would love for you to just speak a little to some of the programming that you're doing at CFP or that you're aware of.
Yes.
For the we call it the All Abilities Group, right?
We do. Yes.
Tell me some of that.
Yep. So our All Abilities folks they're just great. There's a lot you can say about them, but they're just great, and they definitely touch your heart in many ways on many days. Yes. So it basically, I think, started with the All Abilities Zumba in training, right?
Yeah, the instructor in training.
The instructor in training. That was like a little bit of how it started. I mean, the Newport Sharks, which are the YMCA Special Olympic team, do a lot at CFP. They do a lot of volunteer work, and they do a lot of activities there. You'll see them weeding in the garden, planting flowers, setting up bridge club tables. They do many things
just
at CFP.
This morning we did Zumba, then we did our All Abilities instructor in training,
right?
And then they set up bridge for our bridge group for 40 people.
Yes.
And they put out all the tables and chairs. And so it's ready for them as they walk in.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
fantastic. It is amazing, and they're an amazing group of folks. So I pretty much started, I think, with that. And a couple weeks ago, we were actually able to do a dance showcase performance. So I, as the ballroom instructor, have always wanted to do an All Abilities ballroom program, which we did this past year. Started in January. They came for their classes every week, and a couple weeks ago we actually put on our show, showcasing everything they had learned. So
I heard they brought the house down. They were all dressed, the girls in their red dresses, and the guys had t-shirts that had a tuxedo. It looked like a tuxedo, but it was a t-shirt.
Yes,
it was.
They were fantastic. Very fantastic.
Well, congratulations on that program. And that was big. You had a lot of participants. And everyone that came to that showcase was like, how do I get involved?
Yes, which is fantastic.
You need people to partner, right?
With folks, we need people to partner with folks. You don't have to have the ability to ballroom dance already, because you can learn right with everyone, as we are all learning together to do those steps. So please reach out. The program is called Dance Me In. You can find us on Facebook or at dancemein.com. We're going to start up again in the fall, too. We're taking the summer off, which they're very mad at me about, but we're taking the summer off.
That's so
Gotta do some outside
Of course, they
stuff.
want to keep dancing.
Yes,
it's
they do.
really amazing.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. And then, of course, we have Club CFP that runs about every 6 weeks, which
Yes.
is a nightclub vibe for our All Abilities crew. And we
Right.
always have a theme. And there's ice cream and pizza and
Mocktails.
mocktails, Jinx, right? Mocktails, exactly. Like, it really is a very special place, very special initiative, and something that I know the community is very, very proud of.
Yes,
So-
yes, very much so. And we do have that wonderful group of people. We have many wonderful groups of people at CFP. We have those wonderful groups of people called the Memory Makers, the CFP Memory Makers, and those are the people behind the scenes that are doing setups for Club CFP, buying decorations, getting slapped by the sheriff.
Yes, right?
Right, no hanging things from the ceiling. All those good things, though, are going on, and we certainly appreciate everyone that does anything for anyone in the community.
I certainly, over the past few years especially, and as I've turned the reins over to you, have noticed the level of engagement is just going through the roof. And I credit that to you. You have a way of getting a lot of people involved. And we were just saying right before this show started, we have a huge group of people that take care of the playground and the land. Like, people might not know this, but
Right.
that community hall sits on tens of acres of land that is owned by a trust,
Right.
the Common Fence Point Trust. And with that comes a lot of interesting politics and challenges. But also with that comes this, the people that live there and care for that, they really lean in and take care of it. And
They do.
so there's many ways to get involved, right?
Absolutely. Whatever your heart leads you to, whether it's working outside, working in the gardens, mowing
Planning
the grass,
planning parties?
right? Yes, having parties, whatever your heart leads you to, we will take you in graciously and love what you do for us. We would love it.
Yeah, there is a way for everybody to get involved. And I will say
Yes.
this, so I am still, even though I'm not in that operational role like you, I'm the volunteer president of that organization. And we're
Yes.
having a community meeting in July that isn't going to feel like a meeting. We've decided meetings, people don't want to go to meetings in the summer. So we're going to have a
Right.
party. We're going to have a
Yes.
party in July that you can come and find out things going on in the community. And that's a great way to get involved
It
and
is.
just understand what is happening, right?
Yes.
So, yeah. So
Yeah.
listen, we need to wrap this up. So
right.
let's just leave people with how to get in touch, really. So if we'll end with you, Sue, and just tell
Okay.
everybody where to go and how to reach you one more time, and then we'll wrap it.
All right, very good. So you are going to go to the commonfencepoint.org website.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
You can reach me personally at syoung@commonfencepoint.org.
Yeah.
Zip me an email with any question you have, and I'd be glad to handle it for you. And definitely come visit us, because we're not an exclusive little
Yes.
place under the train trestle. We're
Open to everybody.
Open
Just
to
ask
everyone.
for the sheriff.
Just ask for the sheriff.
Sue, thank you so much. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you. All right. We'll see you next time. This has been Portsmouth This Week with my guest, Sue Young, the Sheriff of Common Fence Point.